And so to better explain what we do at Skinopathy, let me introduce you to one of our patients. So this is Maria. Maria is a mother of 4, and she lives in Ottawa. And like any other mother, of 4 especially, she doesn't have the time to go check on every bump and scrape on her body. But not until March of 2020. In March, she actually discovered a really bothersome bump on her neck. And so she said, hey, I need to check this out. And so she went to her family doctor. And because it was the pandemic, it took her a bit of time to get there, understandable. But when she got to her family doctor, he couldn't tell what it was. And so he referred Maria to a dermatologist. And 6 to 7 months later, she got to her dermatologist. And the dermatologist couldn't 100% tell what it was, but she thought it was probably very serious. And so she did a biopsy. And a little bit of time later, the biopsy came back, and it turned out that Maria had lived with late-stage melanoma for a while. And so she was then referred to a hospital. And when she got to the hospital, well, she was put into the system again to the hospital, but a few weeks went by, and she didn't get an appointment. So she called the hospital. She's like, hey, when am I coming in to remove my cancer? And she wasn't in the system. And at that point, she'd lived with late-stage melanoma for about 10 months. And that's when she reached out to us. And I remember this conversation really well, because one of the things that she said to us was, I am planning my funeral. This is something I'll never forget, and it was a very emotional conversation for all of us. And I wish I could tell you it's a conversation that's incredibly rare, that it doesn't happen that often. But unfortunately, it happens all the time. And thankfully for Maria, we were able to help her.